In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys our loop schedule for the 2018-2019 school year. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some different subject areas that we're going to be covering this school year, but on a looping schedule. So these are not things that we're going to be doing every single day, but we might do them once or twice a week. I actually started homeschooling my oldest daughter when she was in preschool, and so this year my oldest will be going into 3rd grade, my son will be in 1st grade, and then I have a 3.5-year-old daughter who will be doing some light kind of fun preschool activities, and then I also have my baby who is currently 6 months old. I also recently shared our reading, writing, and math choices for the school year, which I will link up here in the cards. So let's get started and I'll show you guys what's on our loop schedule. Okay, so this is a look at all of our things that we'll be using for our different loop subjects this year, and I'll go ahead and start down here and work my way across. So this is something new we're doing this year. Each of the older kids has a book bin, and I tried to go ahead and pick out some books that are at their reading level. So my goal for each of them is to have maybe 10 to 20 minutes of independent reading time during the day. Then each of the kids has 2 notebooks. This is going to be our dictation notebook that we're going to be using along with our spelling. And so I'm going to just read the kids' words out loud and let them practice spelling the words in these notebooks. And then back here, I bought these little journals from Walmart. If you want to see a haul of everything I got for this school year, I'll put it in the cards above. But I got these little cute journals that we're going to be using to do some creative writing this year. And so the kids can draw a picture and then do their best to write some sentences about them. My son might just dictate to me what he wants to write about and I can help him write it. That way we're just learning about punctuation and also practicing our spelling. So these are my daughters, and then my son has his down here. I also found this cute little book at Goodwill, so I thought that we might read through this during our creative writing time and maybe write some poetry this year. So we're going to be doing all about spelling level 1. Now I don't know, the kids are probably going to go through this pretty quickly because both of them are kind of already beyond the first level of all about reading, but we're just going to go ahead and start with this year and see where they're at with spelling. Next, I picked up this typing program with my daughter in mind. She's almost 8. And I think that this is going to be a lot of fun. This one is specifically for Mac computers, so I'm hoping that it works on our computer. I haven't tried it yet, but the one that's designed for PC has really great reviews, so I'm hopeful that she can use this year to learn some early typing skills, because I know that's going to be a beneficial thing for her to know in the future. So she's super excited to get into this typing program. Then up here we have our science curriculum. We are finishing up the Apologia Astronomy from this past year, and then we're going to break into this Apologia Physics and Chemistry. So this is really exciting. I really enjoy the Apologia curriculum. It's written from a Christian worldview perspective, and it always incorporates just scripture and how God is so awesome and detail-oriented, and just praising God for what He has made and what He has shown us about Himself in creation. So I really like that. But this year we did something different, and we went ahead and bought the Junior notebooking journal. And so my thought for this is to kind of have this be supplementary, and just while we're going through the book, if there's an activity sheet that looks really fun, then I'm planning to just make photocopies of it so each of the kids can do it and add it to their portfolio for the year. Then I also got this book from my sister-in-law, and it has some really fun science experiments, so I thought we might go through here and pick a couple fun science experiments to do this year. So this is our history this year. We're going to be doing Story of the World Volume 1, and we went ahead and got it on CD, and then the regular book, and then of course this is the activity book that goes along with everything, and it has, you know, all the directions for what you're doing for that particular lesson, and then in the back it has all the worksheets, the maps, and the different pictures and things like that. The kids can color and learn that way as well. So we're looking forward to that. We've already started that, and the kids are really enjoying it so far. And then this is a book that we already had from last year, but they also reference this book in this book. So I'm going to try to pull this out so we can read the corresponding sections that it mentions in Story of the World and just kind of use those together. This is a really great children's encyclopedia. My daughter even likes to flip through this and look at all the cool pictures, and she's reading pretty well right now, so she's able to read a lot of these things as well, and she just really enjoys this book. Now, Usborne books are not written from a Christian perspective, so there is going to be some evolution and stuff in here, but you know, I just teach my kids that that's what the world believes, but that's not what we believe, because we believe that God created the world. So just be aware of that. You might find some things that don't align with your faith in this book, but it's still a wonderful nonfiction book. Then down here in this last row, I just have several different games I'm going to share with you that kind of go along with these different subjects. This would just be for some fun geography. If we're talking about a particular state, the kids can use a dry erase marker and just draw on these placemats, and we can trace the state and maybe talk about where the capital is. And then on the other side, everything is already labeled. And so this is just kind of learning United States geography. To go along with that, there are these flashcards I got at the Target dollar spot a few years ago, and just gives you a couple different facts about each state and some interesting information. Then over here I have a United States map. This one is really big, so it's super fun to do, and the pieces are nice and big, so the kids really enjoy this one. These are little story cubes that we've had for quite a while, and I thought these would be a really fun way to do some creative writing with the kids and maybe just practice storytelling. You know, roll the dice, tell a story, and we could even write it down or draw pictures to go with our silly story. So I thought this would be a fun thing to do with our writing this year. And the last two games that I have are Boggle Jr, which is great spelling practice, especially for my son who is 5½. And then the Scrabble Jr game is fun because you can play it like an easy version of the game on one side, and then you can play a more challenging version on the other side. So this is a fun game as well, great spelling and word practice, so we enjoy playing this too. So these are all of our loop subjects, and basically I'm just going to go through and try to get to one of these each day. There are a couple things in this loop schedule that I didn't show you because I don't have a set curriculum for them. My daughter expressed some interest in doing some sewing, so I put sewing here. I'm going to be teaching her just some basic sewing machine skills and maybe some more hand sewing, and then my son might want to do art, or maybe he'll want to sew something too. We'll have to see. And then down here I have some cooking, so that day we'll just cook a fun recipe with the kids and let them get involved with getting messy and measuring and mixing. So you can see that it goes history, science, spelling, and then the fourth thing is just kind of like an elective. So history, science, spelling, elective. History, science, spelling, a different elective. History, science, spelling, a different elective. So history, science, and spelling are the most important things, and then art and typing and cooking are just kind of fun extras that we're going to be doing as well. So that's a look at our loop schedule. So that is a look at our different loop subjects for this school year. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will try my best to link some of the items I showed today in the description box below if you want to check them out for your family. I hope you guys have a wonderful school year, and thanks as always for watching. Have a great day. Bye.